Hello, I have some breaking news coming out of Washington, D.C., as well as the state of Delaware. It's just been broken in an emergency broadcast that former President Joseph Robinette Biden, Joe Biden, has been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. Let me go ahead and bring this up on my screen and we'll go through this together. I'm just getting this information myself. Joe Biden diagnosed with aggressive form of prostate cancer that has metastasized to his bones. Yikes. Former President Joe Biden, 82, was diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. His office announced on Sunday the cancer has metastasized and spread to his bones, a statement on the diagnosis revealed. The announcement came just 1 week after reports revealed that a small nodule had been found on his prostate and needed further diagnosis. A statement on the diagnosis last week, President Joe Biden was seen for a new finding of a prostate nodule after experiencing increasing urinary symptoms. On Friday, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, characterized by a Gleason score of 9 with metastasis to the bones. While this represents a more aggressive form of the disease, the cancer appears to be hormone sensitive, which allows for effective management. The Biden left the office as the oldest serving president in the United States. He was elected as the oldest ever person to hold the highest office. Last weekend, they found a nodule. Questions over the former president's age, health, and fitness ultimately led him to ditch his reelection effort and okay, so this is all stuff that we know. Now, Joe Biden and his family, they tried to raise money for cancer many, many years ago. Sadly, an investigative report showed that almost 100% of that money went to salaries and not towards diagnosing this. This is sad. I don't really know what to make of it. I'm not a big fan of Joe Biden, but he's a human. I believe he's a child of God. I don't see eye to eye with him, but I do wish he and his family success. My own father went through prostate cancer and ultimately had a bad reaction to chemotherapy and ended up dying from it last minute, completely unexpected. So we'll see. This does not mean that he's dying, does not mean that he won't be with us for a while. But the fact that it has spread to his bones is not a good sign at all. Let's see what President Trump had to say. He's already gone public reacting to this. Donald Trump reacts to Joe Biden's devastating prostate cancer diagnosis. Let me just read this to you. President Donald Trump said he and First Lady Melania Trump were saddened to hear about the former President Joe Biden's cancer diagnosis. Despite their bitter rivalry, the president put aside their differences to extend some warm words for his political foe. We wish Joe a fast and successful recovery, Trump wrote on Truth Social. The president's eldest son was the first of the family to wish the former Biden well following his stunning cancer diagnosis. Don Trump Jr. posted to his Instagram story of the grave prognosis. Politics aside, we wish him a speedy recovery. So again, President Joe Biden been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Sadly, it does look as if it has gone to his bones. This is a terrible situation. I worry that this could have something to do with turbo cancer. Joe Biden recommended everybody get the COVID-19 miracle shots, and now they've been linked to turbo cancer showing up in people. At the same time, his prostate is 82 years old, and this is something that gets a lot of people. I want to see what other people are saying about Joe Biden. Let's see. Estonia girl. Within an hour, Trump supporters are already slandering President Biden and posting the most disgusting comments about how happy they are at the fact that he has just been diagnosed with prostate cancer. This is beyond disgusting. MAGA lacks empathy for anyone. Let's see what some of this is. Let me just zoom in here. Okay, so we have Joey Manarino. Remember when Joe Biden called us all garbage and you're praying for him now? F him. F Joe Biden. Go cancer go. The world will be a little safer soon. Joe Biden getting cancer is the best news. F the genocidal monster. Don't let yourself be brainwashed by mainstream media that want to paint over his crimes. Someone else wrote F Joe Biden. Another person, F Joe Biden. I hope he dies a painful death. Well, that is disturbing. That is really I don't like that. Again, I don't personally have any affection or affinity towards the former president. The current president seems to be sharing in the empathy, but yeah, that's pretty sad. Again, I have mixed feelings on this, but human to human, and somebody whose own father went through this, not good. And we'll see what it ends up doing. It probably is going to wreak havoc on his body. While I have you here, let me share another story with you from Dan Bongino and Kash Patel.
I was the lead Russiagate investigator for the House Intelligence Committee. And I've been on both your shows in a prior life talking about it. And I'm telling you and the American public that we have now found material and information and people who wanted to hide it from the world since we got in these seats. And we, as the deputy said, we are trying to do it in a fashion where not only are we informing the American public of what happened, but we can have accountability for it. And that takes a little bit more time. And when you layer on the fact that we are rolling out our priorities on violent crime and defending the homeland, you know, we're running a 3-part animal here, and we're going 100 miles an hour on each single one.
So important.
Wait, I want to add to that too, because what the director's saying is right. You got to remember, we come in the morning, there's a portfolio of 100 level 10 items. If it's a level 9, which is a pretty big freaking deal, someone else fixed it. The only thing that gets to my desk or his is a level 10. That's the entire day. Look at his schedule any given day. I'll show you the palm card I have. It is filled from 7:30 to he leaves 7 at night, 6:30 at night. It's filled all day. We just can't focus on one thing. You want New York to go boom? DC to go boom? You want an OC organization to go hack into some cyber network and crack all of Fox News' holdings? We're dealing with all that stuff too. Everything's a priority. Everything's a priority. This is one of many things we're doing. It's not an excuse. It's just reality.
Okay, so two things there for the MAGA crowd that follows me. Number one, Director of the FBI, Kash Patel, says, we got you. Now that we're in these positions of power, we have names and people that were involved in the Russiagate hoax to unseat a sitting president, Donald J. Trump, in his first term. The other thing that they mention is we're having a really hard time getting to the things that MAGA really wants because we have so many threats to our nation. And if we focus on the things that MAGA wants, like arresting people in the Senate, all of that, then everything else will be set to the side, and we could have a catastrophe in New York or some other place. So I thought that was kind of interesting. We got you. At the same time, we're going to work through this. We've got to keep the rails moving, right? We got to keep the trains moving. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Joe Biden being diagnosed with prostate cancer that has moved to his bones? What do you think of President Trump's reaction of sympathy and wishing him a speedy recovery, as well as Don Jr. and others in the Trump family? What do you think of Kash Patel and Dan Bongino talking about the positive and the negative of being in positions of power at the FBI? Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next video.